All right, so you want to price your first job without messing it up. You're just getting into it, or maybe you got a couple years under your belt and you're thinking about changing the way that you price, your pricing model. The first job that I ever did, first job ever, I charged about $100 for. It took me about 6 or 7 hours. I used customer lights that they already had. Half of them didn't work. It was awful. It was a disaster. Okay, so this is going through that. First off, don't use customer lights. Use your commercial grade lights. You can get it at our website, lawnlight.com, or wherever you get your lights from. If you price wrong at the beginning, it's okay. So what I learned through those pricing mistakes, and not only did I do it once, I did it probably 7 or 8 times before I realized I'm not doing this anymore. This is ridiculous. You think you can go out and put up lights and it's not going to take that long, and then you get out there and it's just a disaster because you haven't learned yet and you don't know what you don't know. That's still worth something, right? It's okay to make mistakes if we learn from them. And pricing something wrong is a mistake. But if you can line your pricing out sooner rather than later, it'll help your business outlast your materials, right? We don't want our business to die when our materials die or when our extension cords mess up or whatever. We want to outlast the items in our business. We want our business to be sustained. And pricing is one of the biggest things that'll help you do that. So let's talk about pricing. If you get on a Facebook message group, or if you get on a Facebook group and you ask the question, I'm just getting started, what should I charge? You're going to get all kinds of answers. It's going to be overwhelming because some people will say, charge what you want to charge. Some people will say, if you're not charging $11 a foot, then you'll never make it in this business. Then you might as well not even be doing it. And some people will try to be honest with you. And some people will say, well, it totally depends on your market. So let me just walk you through how to think about your pricing. Let's think about why we charge what we charge to determine what we're going to charge. Okay, so this is a mindset deal. A lot of our stuff is going to be a mindset deal. Think about this in the rule of thirds. This is kind of oversimplified, but it'll help you get started. Materials, you want it to be about 1/3 of your price. Okay, let's say a foot of lights with the socket wire, the bulbs, the clips, the average of how many males and females you're going to use. You're going to use probably 1 timer per job. The extensions, which you'll hear me say, like zip cord or jumpers, those are extensions. Those are just the little extension cords that you make. When you average all those things out together, let's just say it's $1.50 a foot. I don't know exactly what yours is going to be. Depends on where you order from. But let's just say it's $1.50 a foot. That's a good, easy number. Let's say your average house is going to be 200 feet. These are all going to be pretty close, okay? Let's say that your labor cost is going to cost you about $1.50 a foot. Well, then if we're working on the rule of thirds, then you want your profit to be $1.50 a foot. Does that make sense? There's other things to consider in there of your operational cost. So you might be able to get by with your labor costs and your operational costs, especially if you're small, being $1.50 a foot. If you have a 200-foot job at those three, $1.50, $1.50, $1.50, that adds up to $4.50. Then your charge for that 200 is going to be $900. That 200 feet is going to be $900. And in that scenario, of that 900, 1/3, 300 is going to be your, I'm closing my eyes because I'm thinking, hello, I'm back. 300 is going to go towards your materials, 300 towards labor and operational costs, gas, getting there, running your software, whatever you're using, all that. And then 300 towards profit. So if you have a 33% net profit margin, it's a pretty dang good business. I used to run a lawn care business, and our profit margins were anywhere from 15 to 22%, depending on the year and the yards that we had. got into this business because the potential for higher profit margins based on the time you put into it is just quite a bit larger. So a rule of thirds. By the way, this episode, we're not going to do ads in these podcasts because we want you to gain as much knowledge as possible, as quick as possible. We're keeping them under 10 minutes so that you can grab them quick. We're going to release 3 a week up until about December 18th or 20th. So it's sponsored by no one except us. If you want to help us keep it that way, you can buy some lights from us. If you don't, that's cool too. So we're here to help. When I'm talking about, let's assume you're first getting started, and I'm talking about the rule of thirds, right? But what if it's just you? You need to account for your time as labor. So if you're going to pay a helper if you're going to pay a lead guy $25 an hour or whatever you're going to pay him, account that your time as part of that labor third. The way you build this business right now, as far as your pricing goes, is going to affect how it works long term. So go ahead and think about that. Go ahead and think about, okay, if I'm an employee of my own business, how much do I need to make? How much do I need to pay the next guy or girl that comes in to do these installs when you get too busy to be on the roof all the time? So don't forget about that, and don't sell yourself short. It's one thing that I've had to learn in business is that there's a lot of times that I put the priority of the business over paying myself. You have to pay yourself. You have to get paid. And there's a time, I don't know if you watch Alex Hormozy at all, but there is a grind time. And if you can afford to not necessarily pay yourself for a year or two while you're building the business up, that's great. It really is. If you're in that position where you can focus on building the business, but be super strategic if you're doing that. Don't just say I'm not paying myself as a sense of pride, like an overinflated pride, but say I'm not paying myself because this, and this. I'm going to really put the money back into the business and really grow this thing. And you better be confident that you can really grow it and give everything that you have. I mentioned $4.50 a foot. So our local installation company charges about $6 a foot the first year. And we'll break down the method of how we charge. It's a little bit different than probably what most companies do. There's different thought processes on, do you sell or lease the lights? And we'll get to that in later episodes. But our first year is around $6 a foot. It's based on where we want our profit margin to be, how much we want to be able to pay and bonus our guys, what our market is. It's a big indicator of what your market is. So you can get other bids from competitors or have your mom and dad get other bids. If you feel like that's not something I've always done. I think we did it once or twice at the very beginning of our business 12 years ago. There wasn't any information out there when we were doing it. You can possibly call a competitor that's not a competitor, maybe somebody that's in another state, and get some information there. But you're not just charging for the lights, right? You're charging for the risk, your brain power on how to do it, and the labor that's involved in it. So next episode, now that you've come up with your pricing based on that information that I've given you, what happens if a customer says no? Or what happens if they say yes too quick? We're going to get into that on the next episode. Now listen, here's some real talk. We offer consultations. I don't do many of them because I don't really have time, but there's some slots in there. You can go to our website and sign up for a consultation. I know what it's like to feel like I'm Googling or ChatGPT or YouTubing my way through any business. If you need some one-on-one help for an hour to help you get unstuck, then I can definitely help you do that. Go sign up for a consultation. If not, it's all good. Just an opportunity to help. Remember, love God, love others, and let your work reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.